Okay, so that's done. Now I just gotta do the final step.
Hello there, I'm HI-Ena. At least that's what the channel name says. Starting today, I want to start making speed drawings and commentary. Reason why? Well, I just kind of want to talk and draw. You know, start interacting with people. I'm 22 years old and living in the middle of the ocean on an island called Hawaii. And after a while, you kind of get used to the insanity every single day. You're just stranded with a lack of anything different. You can't really travel as much. It costs so much just to go anywhere. And I'm realizing, hey, I have the internet. I should probably use it more often. Let me talk a little bit about myself a little bit more. I've been drawing for 5 years, and I only want to get better. But during those 5 years, I've been in a state of inactivity. I had a hard time drawing. I couldn't really inspire myself, and I couldn't find any other outside inspiration. And I tried dabbling in multiple things. I was a graphic designer for a little while. I did TV broadcasting and video editing. And as of now, I'm just kind of going into animation. It's very little, but it's more practice. But for the most part, a lot of that has just kind of dwindled out because I've been doing none of that. I've just been trying to draw for myself in order to get back into practice. But after those 2 years, it wasn't recent, but after those 2 years, I've gotten better and I was able to draw again. I've moved around, and in my current situation, I'm kind of just living by myself with a couple roommates, but the roommates are doing, they're at the other part of the house, so they're kind of doing their own thing, so it's just mainly me. And I kind of just want to keep getting better. I want to go back into all those things I used to do: graphic designing, TV broadcasting, video editing, and animation. So what I wanted to do is start this channel so I can start making videos of all these things that I used to do and kind of just bring them back up for myself so I can implement them into further pieces in the future and maybe just share with others. Because the type of art that I like to create is kind of something where I can talk about it with people and others want to talk about it with me. And sometimes it may not hit that mark, sometimes I'll just try too hard, and sometimes it may not be for the sake of others. Maybe it'll just be for the sake of me. Make myself laugh, make myself satisfied with who I am, just kind of help my self-esteem, and just kind of keep going with what I'm doing. Because I'm no different from anyone else. I work a blue-collar job. I'm actually a florist, actually going into a management position, but it's not like that matters because I like to draw more than I like to make floral arrangements. And though it is fun, it does have its upsides. I realize that this is not where I want to be in my occupation. I want to be doing something more to my preference. And the more I've been into this job, which has been about almost a year now, the more I realize I'm becoming too complacent with it. And so I want to stop myself before I go in too far and I get too lazy with it. And I know myself to know, I know that I'm fairly lazy when it comes to change. In fact, for me to actually, move with it, I moved last year, as of, literally last year, maybe December 5th. For me to move, I literally had to do everything so on the spot, so last minute, because I knew I wanted the change, that it was so surprising for me to just stop, do everything I needed to do, and then I can move on. So I want to start making these videos to help give myself a goal. I want creative criticism for my art again. And I kind of want to draw with others. I want to talk with others. I want to interact with others, not on just the Hawaiian Islands. I want to be more out there. I want to start reaching out to people who have the same interests as me so that I can get better and maybe inspire others so that they can get better. A share-share relationship is what I'm aiming for. And that's about it. For the first video, this is kind of just what I want to deliver. My intentions of just wanting to improve and reaching out towards a community that I've never met before so that I can get better. And at the same time, with the first drawing, I want to shed some light on why I chose this drawing as my first speed drawing. Because what it is that in this drawing there's two characters. There's a big anthropomorphic hyena, or maybe it's a hyena to me, but maybe not to someone else. This is just how I portray it. And there's a smaller human, and he's kind of just getting cradled within hyena's arm. And what it is that these two characters actually are portrayals of me in two of a whole. Halves, I guess you would say. The smaller human being the more exterior side of me. I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I love to draw, so I just drew. I'm just drawing maybe a flower because it's quite relevant to my current situation, and there is a sort of loving aesthetic to being a florist. And so that's kind of why I drew him in this sort of state. He's just apathetic with what he's doing, and he's just doing his own thing, complacent, and just kind of going with it. While the bigger hyena is actually more of the ego side of me, more of the person or thing that I could never control, but was always there. Kind of like the saying, the elephant in the room, but I guess in this term it would be the hyena in the room. It's something that was always there, but I completely ignored it for the longest time until as of this year when I moved. And I finally want to embrace that side because I have an imperfection where I'm too self-analytical about my imperfections. I have a sort of low self-esteem, not all the time, but it's a sort of low self-esteem where I kind of demote myself to just being something not worthy of others, where as long as I have myself when there's no one else, then I should be fine. That's why I created these two characters. There's like a symbiotic relationship between each other where they can't be whole without the other. And for the next videos that I'll be uploading, it'll be more of just kind of like things I've been doing, like not like outside things, more like video games, current trending interest that I've come to think about, maybe some storyboard ideas, maybe some things I just want to just randomly spurt out, and hey, maybe I'll bring up a friend and just talk about something with them. But until then, I hope to talk to you guys later, and thank you very much for watching my first video. Thank you.